Sitting at the heart of the Philippines, the province of Capiz in the western region of the Visayas rises as the destination where everything you want and need is within reach. Resilient, thriving, progressive, and home to hard-working people, Capiz is known for its vibrant fishing industry and rich fishing grounds that earned its title as the center of seafood trip tourism in the country. Composed of 16 municipalities and one component city, Capiz is divided into two congressional districts. The first district, which major production is seafood, and the second, agriculture. Of the 17 towns, 7 belong to the coastal areas with coastlines spanning 80 kilometers, while the rest are landlocked. Capiz is bordered by Aklan and Antique to the west and Iloilo to the south, and thus a gateway to internationally renowned tourist destinations such as the Boracay Island in Aklan and Isla Gigantes in Iloilo. With an advanced system of road networks, accessibility to the province is made possible through buses, jeepneys, modernized jeepneys, tricycles, motorcycles, and other public utility vehicles such as the UV Express. Transport in the capital is also centralized at the Raw City Transport Integrated Terminal as the entry and exit point to and from other towns and provinces. Capiz is also made accessible to the country's center of commerce and other local and international destinations through its domestic airport in Raw City, offering 3 flights daily, and supported by the presence of 2 nearing international airports in Aklan and Iloilo. The Colasi port in Raw City is also gateway to Romblon, Masbate, Sibuyan, and the Calabar zone. Pasiao Port in Visan Capiz is also reaching potential as a classified international port due to the water depth of the area and its proximity to the Colasi port and accessibility in going to Calibo in Aklan and Iloilo. Province-wide, water connections reach to 49,378 residents, commercial establishments, and government buildings. The potable water supply in the province is facilitated by the Metro Rojas Water District and 10 local water systems. The Panay River Basin, with a drainage area of 2,181 square kilometers, makes almost the whole province a watershed area. Water's main source is the Panay River system with 3 major river tributaries, which starts from the hinterlands of the municipality of CAPIZ that empties its water in the Tinagong Dagat Bay in the municipality of Pontevedra and Capiz Bay in Raw City, providing for the domestic irrigation and industrial water use in Capiz. Electric power requirement in the province is facilitated by the Capiz Electric Cooperative, energizing 170,447 households, covering all 473 barangays. Telecommunication facilities in the province are operated by Smart, Globe, and Dito Communications in over 98 cellular mobile telephone system-based stations. Internet service providers include PLDT, Smart, Converge, Globe, and West Fardell. Radio facilitated information coverage in the province. In terms of healthcare, Capiz has 9 hospitals, 5 public and 4 private in the province, duly licensed by the Department of Health to operate and are accredited to the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation. There are 9 public state universities and satellite colleges in the province, 8 other private colleges and universities, and 27 TESDA-accredited training centers providing for the educational and skills capability development of the Capiznon and constituents from other provinces. In 2022, college graduates alone totaled to over 5,000, a foreseen large addition to the labor force with over 300,000 current working population in the province. Supposed to be an emerging center of commerce, CAPIZ is cognizant to the role of the private sectors in local governance and in fostering sustainable and progressive economic development. Thus, the enactment of policies pursuing public and private partnerships for the people and for nurturing a favorable environment for investments. The policies are placed to encourage the pooling of resources and expertise between the government sector entities for viable and economic efficient sectors. Provided by these policies are fiscal and non-fiscal incentives to business entities supporting flexibility and convenience of commercial operations such as tax incentives, waiving of fees, transaction support, joint venture matching, labor recruitment, promotions, and marketing. Because of its rich fishing grounds, geographical location, favorable climate and terrains, CAPIZ is highly suitable for agriculture, fisheries, and livestock. The vast tract of CAPIZ land area is suitable for the growing and producing of perennial crops such as sugarcane, rice, coconut, and corn. The CAPIZ Sugar Central, formerly the Central Azucarera de Pilar in present Rojas, is the only sugar center that processes tons of raw sugarcane from various sugar-producing municipalities in CAPIZ. CAPIZ, with 7 coastal towns, is surrounded by 7 major fishing grounds. In addition, its aquaculture area also covers over 17,000 hectares of brackish water fish ponds, fish cages, and shellfish farms. In 2021, volume of fisheries production in CAPIZ rose to 98,039.25 metric tons, coming from commercial fisheries, municipal fisheries, and aquaculture. In the Philippines, CAPIZ ranks as the top 1 in the production of green mussels, top 2 in oysters, and top 2 in milkfish production. Apart from its fishery production, CAPIZ is also home to the Asia Pacific Aquamarine Incorporated, manufacturing company of the Apami sardines and Capitan del Mar canned fish. Livestock. CAPIZ livestock production, however, are mainly swine, carabao, cattle, goat, chicken, and duck. Steering toward the direction of becoming a major logistics hub, CAPIZ, through Pueblo de Panay Incorporated, opened the Panay Cold Chain Services, offering cold storage with world-class infrastructure and transportation facilities that now greatly supports the Panay Islands agri-fishing industry, increasing export opportunities for local products and conveniently making available imported items at a reasonable market price. The Glacier Panay, Glacier's first ever cold storage facility constructed outside Metro Manila that functions for the preservation needs of Panay. Situated in the commercial zone of Pueblo de Panay in Raw City, it receives large quantities of raw and aquamarine products and serves as a strategic, immediate, and jump-off point for food service companies that serve and explore business expansion prospects and food business opportunities in the growing markets of northern Panay, which covers the provinces of Iloilo, Aklan, and Antique. While CAPIZ's economy is primarily driven by agriculture and fisheries, creative industry, tourism, and booming IT BPM industry play a huge factor in the continuing progress and growth in the economic landscape. With the end goal of becoming a prime tourist destination, CAPIZ offers a variety of tourism products, dominantly ecotourism, cultural tourism, heritage tourism, faith tourism, farm tourism, and MICE tourism, proving itself capable of hosting regional, national, and even international events. Currently, CAPIZ has 112 accommodation establishments holding a total of 1,444 rooms. It is also home to 30 tourism recreation facility, 3 MICE facilities, and 10 department stores and shopping malls. Currently, There are 7 existing tourist specialty shops housing locally processed food, work by artisans, and crafts centered on indigenous skills. As of 2023, CAPIZ has a total of 121 tourism establishments accredited by the Department of Tourism. With its commitment to attain a robust economy and a resilient community through participatory governance, harnessing creativity, technology-driven industries, and responsible utilization and management of resources, CAPIZ was given the seal of good financial housekeeping of the Department of Interior and Local Government in 2019. Hall of Fame for being ranked as top 1 among provinces in the Philippines for collection efficiency of locally sourced revenue fiscal year 2018 to 2022. The provincial government was also recognized to have the best public employment service office in statistical and performance reporting system on highest number of applicants referred, registered, and placed, and recently was recognized as the best public employment service office in employment facilitation. CAPIZ is also a registered member of the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration and Champions of Migrant Workers. In 2022, the Public Employment Services Office was also accredited by the Department of Labor and Employment and Bureau of Local Employment for Jumpstart Philippines. A peaceful community with crime rate of only 3.5%, with population composed majorly of the working class, sustained and efficient water and power source, strategic points of entry serving as gateway to any parts of Panay and the Philippines, sufficient healthcare facilities, investment opportunities backed by policies and plays, rich fishing grounds and abundant agriculture produce, competent educational institutions, thriving industry in tourism and IT/BPM, and home to warm and hardworking people, you can never go wrong with CAPIZ. With the provincial government steering toward the direction of economic stability and sustainability in partnership with private sectors, CAPIZ is adamant to realize its vision, become a province in the agri-fishery industry that integrates infrastructure to support excellent healthcare, balanced ecology through effective and efficient governance, where well-informed, God-loving, culture-oriented, and empowered Capiznans strived and shared economic gains. Sitting at the heart of the Philippines, CAPIZ rises to become the next big thing in Western Visayas, the next most livable province, the emerging logistics hub, a farm tourist destination, and your next wise investment. This all begins today.